today we're gonna be making some country fried chicken. Hey, country fried chicken, boneless country fried chicken. I'll be making it today with my son Snoo. Say hey, Snoo.
Hi.
So today we're gonna be using boneless chicken. Let me turn the camera around so you guys can see. So this is the boneless chicken cutlet. We'll be using Wesson vegetable oil for this video. We'll put it in here. I'll show you all the seasonings we'll be using. And I'm gonna use this frying pan. This is a nice frying pan, not too deep. Usually I do all my chicken with cast iron skillets. Alright, so this is the seasoning we'll be using. And Snoo's gonna help show the seasoning. What seasoning?
All-purpose seasoning.
All-purpose seasoning.
Onion powder seasoning.
Onion powder.
Adobo.
And we use 2 chicken packs from the noodles. Any noodles that's chicken, we use that. And Snoo's gonna put flour inside this bag, and that's how we're gonna season it. We need 2 bowls. We use a bowl for the chicken, so we have the chicken already. And then we use this bowl to season it. So we have a chicken bowl and a seasoning bowl, because today we'll be making some country fried chicken. Snoo's putting the flour in the bag, getting it ready. So, because we'll use a plastic saran wrap bag to season the flour. To flour the chicken, to give it a batter. We don't use egg or anything like that because I feel like egg makes it too crunchy and you don't really need that. So you can just use all-purpose flour, and then you put a little bit in the bag. Whatever you think is enough. Like how many chicken? I'm doing like 8 pieces of chicken, so we have enough. All-purpose seasoning. It doesn't matter what brand. All-purpose is all-purpose. So we're going to start again, and we're going to take one side, flip it over. You don't have to put a lot. You just put enough to give you the flavor that you need. Everyone should be seasoned perfectly, both sides. With the same thing I did. Like all-purpose is like Mrs. Dash, but with the adobo, since it is salt, I'll just be seasoning one side of the chicken, not both sides, because it's so salty and it'll give you. You don't want your chicken to be salty. You just want it to be seasoned. Now people be saying like, why use all that seasoning? I mean, you want your seasoning to have some flavor. Like I said again, all-purpose is like a Mrs. Dash. It just has like garlic. It has everything like garlic, onion, sage, everything to give it that special flavor. So this is the last one I'll season. And so you see, if I season that side, this side has salt on it because that's the other side. And then I'll just move it back to my bowl again. I have all the seasonings in it. So all of it seasoned. See how both sides are seasoned with the salt. You don't want to put too much salt. And again, I'll be using a noodle packet just to give it a little chickeny flavor. Make it taste a little chickeny. I know people are like, why you want to put chicken seasoning on chicken? But I'm telling you, try it. And I'll do the same thing. I'll just season one side. That one I put a lot on, so I'll do both sides and bring this over. That's like my little secret. Everybody's like, oh, your chicken tastes so good. It tastes just like chicken. And I'm like, I use a chicken seasoning. I usually use either, you can use a Beyond Cube, Oodles and Noodles packet, anything that's a chicken seasoning. That's the same thing I do with my beef. I do beef cubes to give it more of a beefy flavor. And you don't need much. You just need enough to give it enough flavor. And then you'll be all set. And then I'll take this one and put a little bit in this bowl because it looks like we're getting over. And I just make sure it's all seasoned real good. Mix it up. And then after that, I'll just take it and I'll just make it all seasoned together. if you put a lot of adobo, because the seasoning, the chicken seasoning is a little salty, so you just have to measure it out to what you really think it is, if it's gonna be enough for it. But that should be enough seasoning on everything. So we season everything up now, and we're ready for the flour. Right, we're making country fried chicken. You do want to put a paper in. I usually just use my colander, and I put some paper towel in it to absorb the oil that's gonna come from it. I have my flour here and chicken all seasoned and ready to go. We're gonna record Shnu pouring the oil inside the pan. The pan is already hot, well, getting hot, and I'm gonna record Shnu putting oil inside the pan. Now you want to put enough oil to cover maybe both sides of the chicken. Yep, keep pouring. That should be enough, yep. And then you want to put it on a nice level so it can get hot. And then as the chicken starts to cook, you just turn it down. So we'll wait for that to get hot, and we'll be right back. And then we'll just place it in the grease. And then we'll take another one, and we'll just place it in the grease. And you see how it's frying? See how the chicken is frying? You want it to fry like that. You want your chicken to be, you want your grease to be hot. So like in this bowl, I'm making baked macaroni and cheese. We're going into that, and I'll show you how to make some country baked macaroni and cheese in 15 minutes in my next video. But right now, we're gonna just make sure it's really, really hot. You want both sides to fry. Fry it down. See, that's the trick to good fried chicken, is how hot your grease is. Now you see I have it on high. So now that it's giving me what I need, I'll just turn it down just a little bit. Just a little bit. Not a lot, but enough, because you don't want to burn the grease. Because you remember, you got all that chicken to fry, so you want to turn it down some, so it won't burn the grease. And then I'll turn it once I see it, like, see how that looks? See how hot the grease is? See how it looks on one side? The grease is really hot. That's the trick to making it crispy, is letting it fry. And your grease being hot. That's how you get really good country fried chicken. This will be cooking. You want to drain some of the oil, because you want everything to cook evenly. So like if oil gets on it, but the trick to good fried chicken is the heat. The heat of the grease. That chicken, it looks so good. Now, how you can tell your chicken is almost done or getting ready to come out is how it starts to quiet itself. When you first put it in, it was shh, making that noise. But once it starts to get done in the inside, it quiets itself. Also, you can take a utensil and you can fill it, and it starts to come, like, want to come with you. It gets stuck on here on the fork because it's starting to get done. And it's not making like that noise it was making before, like that frying noise. It starts to slow down because chicken lets you know when it's about done. It starts to slow itself down of the frying, because it's almost done. Or when the chicken starts to let you know, chicken will let you know when it's almost done, like when it's done, because it stops frying. Like it still continues fry, but it won't be as loud and as when you first put it in. So this chicken is done. And boneless chicken doesn't take a long time to cook either. So both sides are crispy, as you can see. And then I'll just drop it in here and let the paper towel take up the grease. I put it on both sides. See how it's not making that shh noise? So chicken lets you know when it's done. And plus you can like stick your fork in here, and I'm gonna dry that piece. And I'm gonna add some more chicken to our grease. I have the Southern fried chicken. Looks really good. I can't wait to taste it.